Another week, another loss for the Detroit Lions.
Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes?
Subscribe to the members of ISN.
Hey there, football fans. My name is Derek, and this is the Gridiron Blitz. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as I am on my quest to reach 10,000 subscribers. Well, the Detroit Lions went to go face the Minnesota Vikings at US Bank Stadium, and they did what I guess most of you guys expected, which was lose. I did have the Lions winning this game, but only under the circumstances of stopping Dalvin Cook and pressuring Kirk Cousins. Neither one of those things happened, and the Detroit Lions dropped their second in a row to go to 3-5 in the division and on the season. They have now traded places with Minnesota to drop to last place in the division. So let's do like we do every Sunday and look at the stat line. Okay, guys, I'm trying something new this week as I've blown up the display so you guys could see it a little bit better, putting myself in the middle. Let me know if you like this way or if it's too distracting, and we'll go back to the old way. But just in case you are looking at the screen, I wanted you guys to be able to see it. So let's take a look at the stat line. The Detroit Lions were extremely horrific in this game. No defense, no offense. They couldn't do anything. First downs for the Detroit Lions. The Lions actually had 30 first downs, which are surprising to the Minnesota Vikings 22. Passing first downs, 19 for the Detroit Lions and 11 for the Minnesota Vikings. The reason that I'm laughing is it looks like the Lions did better in most categories except the two that I mentioned in the preview video. First downs from rushing, 9 for the Detroit Lions and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. That seems a little low, but when you're running for 70 yards, I guess why would you get a first down when you can get a touchdown? First down from penalties, 2 for the Lions, 1 for the Minnesota Vikings. Third down efficiency, the Lions were 50%, going 6 for 12, while the Minnesota Vikings went 4 for 10. Fourth down efficiency, the Vikings did go for a fourth down, but was unable to get it thanks to a defensive stop by the Detroit Lions. Total plays, the Lions ran 74 total plays to the Minnesota Vikings 55. But as I stated earlier, when you're running for 70 yards a pop, you don't need many plays. Total yards, 422 for the Detroit Lions to 487 for the Minnesota Vikings. Total drives, 12 for the Lions and 11 for the Minnesota Vikings. Here's one of the reasons the Detroit Lions got killed today. 8.9 yards per play for the Minnesota Vikings to 5.7 for the Detroit Lions. If we go to passing, only 212 for the Minnesota Vikings and 292 for the Detroit Lions. And here, Lions fans, is why we will never win in the postseason. We might not even make the postseason. The Lions went 45 for 31 in the air, while Kirk Cousins only had to throw the ball 20 times, going 13 of 20. Yards per pass, 10.1 for the Vikings, 6.2 for the Detroit Lions. Interceptions thrown. Matthew Stafford threw 2 interceptions to Chase Daniels 1. Man, it was so glad to see him in the game. Matthew Stafford was only sacked twice, which is surprising, for a loss of 13 yards, while Kirk Cousins was sacked once for a loss of 8. Rushing yards. You have to see this. Look at this right here. 129 for the Detroit Lions to 275 for the Minnesota Vikings. That, my friends, is just absolutely pathetic. 275 yards for the Minnesota Vikings. Rushing attempts, 27 for the Detroit Lions to 34 for the Minnesota Vikings. Yards per rush, 8.1 for the Minnesota Vikings to 4.8 for the Detroit Lions. The Minnesota Vikings went 75% in the red zone, going 3 for 4, while the Detroit Lions went 2 for 5. I know Matthew Stafford did throw a interception in the end zone. I don't know what he was doing. Penalties, 3. Holy mackerel, penalties. The Detroit Lions had 3 penalties to the Minnesota Vikings 9. That is just insane. 69 yards for the Minnesota Vikings to 37 for the Detroit Lions. 3 interceptions thrown, which was the 3 turnovers. And then near the end of the game, the Detroit Lions made it close. Now, because I have this blown up, I'm not able to see the player stats. So I'm going to go back a little bit because we should be able to see. Here we go. Here we go. I'm not going to be able to blow this part up right here, but Dalvin Cook had 22 carries for 206 yards. Right when the Detroit Lions were able to condense and start lowering that run defense and run amount, then they weren't able to do anything against Dalvin Cook. Now, I did say in my preview video that one of the keys to winning this game was stopping Dalvin Cook. I said that the Lions would keep him to under 75 yards and we would win the game. I was wrong on both accounts. Not only was I wrong and they were unable to keep him under 75 yards, he was almost able to triple that. Yes, I'm rounding all the way up to 225, all the way up, because this is ridiculous. Now, Matthew Stafford has not been himself the past 3 games. He has not looked good at all. I know he was unable to practice, and I know he had a scare with his family yesterday as his daughter, Hunter Stafford, was rushed to the hospital. I didn't get all the details during the broadcast, but he almost had to break protocol and come to the aid of his wife and daughter. I'm not saying that that's the reason he was off. I'm not using that as an excuse, but obviously the lack of practice did hurt Matthew Stafford. And he's just showing signs. One week he looks fantastic. The next week he looks terrible. And I just don't know what we're going to get out of this team. Everson Griffin had 2 tackles, no sacks. He made a little whimper on his return to Minnesota today. And to tell you the truth, I'm not really bothered by that at all. The Lions defense was subpar at best, with very little pressure on Kirk Cousins and absolutely no ability to stop the run. Every time Dalvin Cook touched the ball, pretty much he ran for a first down. Watching the game, he was only stopped at the line of scrimmage once or twice during his entire 22 runs. Every time he touched the ball, he got to the second level of the defense. And I would have to say at least 10 of those rushes were for first down. It was one of the worst displays of run defense I have seen the Lions play in a very, very long time. The other running back wind up getting almost 70 yards as well. So I think he got 68 or something like that. But the Detroit Lions are in a free fall right now, falling to the basement, which is somewhere we're used to be honest with you, the basement of the NFC North. And to make matters worse, as the 1-5 Vikings have now superseded us in the standings. They are now 3rd in not only the NFC North, but they are now in 9th place for the playoff run, pushing the Lions. Oh, I'm sorry. They're in 10th place, pushing the Lions to the 11th place in the playoffs. So now with 7 spots available, the Lions are 4 spots out from a playoff run. It's going to be a very difficult time for the Lions to make any ground on the NFC North, let alone the NFC period, because they have their back schedule. The back end of their schedule is extremely tough. But on to the Washington football team, who did lose today and has named Alex Smith the starter against the Lions next week. But we will get more into that on this week's preview show coming up on Thursday or Friday. But in the meantime, Lions fans, this is something we're used to, being in the basement. So I guess we need to get ready for another miserable season and the inevitable firing of both Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. My opinion is if you let the Vikings or any other team start 1-5 and then surpass you and then make the playoffs and you don't, there's no choice but to be fired. The Fords have to make a move and fire both Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. My name is Derek. This is the Gridiron Blitz. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if you like this format with me sitting in the middle and it blown up just a bit. If not, I can go back to the side. Thank you guys for helping me have a great day, as today was the day I turned 41. Only thing that could have happened better was the Lions got me a win. Sub if you haven't done already, because we are on a push to 10,000 subs, less than 350 away. So if you like what you saw, sub to the video, and I thank you guys so much. Be safe, because I want to see you in the next video.